So, this one thing changed my life completely. Going from trauma, there's not much I haven't experienced, okay? Trauma. I never felt like a victim though, because I fight, right? I will fight to the death, and I have many times before. So I never really felt like a victim. I was just like, okay, right? And it wasn't just one person, right? It was a lot of people, men and women. So I'm here to tell you that no matter what you've been through, a lot of people won't understand. Because even if they walk a mile in your shoes, they're still gonna have their mindset, right? But if they have your mindset and your perception, they would do the same fucking thing that you would do. I have done a lot of shit that majority of people wouldn't have done, right? I mean, I know you probably don't know, but I've done a lot of shit. I've done a lot of fucked up shit and in fucked up situations. And I know people who didn't do fucked up shit in fucked up situations. Am I wrong? Is what I did wrong? No. No. Is what they did wrong? No. Not to me, right? Because it's based off perception. I don't feel like I was wrong. And I also know they weren't wrong either. I also know I can't fathom, like some circumstances, I can't fathom someone picking that choice as like the good way to go, right? I can't fathom it because I don't have their mindset, right? And a lot of shit that I've done, other people can't fathom it. What? Also, stop trying to fucking trauma bond with people because they won't understand. Y'all handle it differently. We all handle shit differently, okay? So no one's going to truly understand. Like, I will try to understand from your perception and how you navigate it, but like with my own perception, like I said, I can't even fucking fathom like that even. I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't have done that, right? And other people are like, I wouldn't have done that, bitch. What are you doing? That was some crazy fucking shit. Yeah. I usually do take the path less traveled. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't look for people to understand the things that I've been through because I don't try to connect with people over trauma. I have learned that most people in your life aren't meant to stay. But that doesn't mean you can't have a deep conversation with them. Some people do pass by. Your worlds collide. I'm in my world, in my own little world over here. You're in your world over there, right? But if I feel called to talk to you, if we're passing by, if our worlds are just passing by, and I feel called to collide with you and conversate with you and figure out like why I feel called to, I'm going to. I can get anyone to open up to me. That is a skill that I have. That's a skill that I have, right? And I don't care if you believe it or not. I have talked to thousands of people, from the insane to the sane. What is sane? Perception, okay? And I have background in psychology, right? Excuse me. I actually love psychology because it's actually funny how these things are set up as well, okay? But anyways, on another note, I know if I feel called to talk to you, I'm going to figure out why I feel called to talk to you. Maybe you have a piece of information that I need, and maybe I have a piece of information that you need. Maybe you have something going on that I can help you with, or maybe you have an answer that I want, right? But I will dive deep into so many subjects. I can't even talk right now. I will dive deep into everything until I figure out what it is. And it's not a fucking waste of time, because if I give you a piece of information that will change your fucking life, how is that a waste of time? Because you have somewhere to be? Because you're rushing your life? No. No. I feel like that's not how you should navigate life. If you just bypass everybody because you think you know better, you think no one can give you that piece of information, I don't believe that. But I've experienced so much of life, and I have an old soul, and I know for a fact a random person can change the course of your fucking life. So of course I will take time to conversate with someone. And I used to fucking hate everyone. I used to be like, fuck off, like, where's the plague, we all need to die type shit. Okay, I understand if that's where you're coming from, but also you should shift that, because this has literally changed my life. And other people have come up to me. So many people have come up to me because they felt drawn to me and called to talk to me. And then we both navigate. Why? We will get onto all subjects, no matter. But sometimes, majority of the time, people know what subject they want to talk to me about, right? Usually they know. They feel called to talk to me with something that's going on, or a question that they've been ruminating, right? Because life is full of lessons, because that is how we evolve. So if you're not asking the right questions, you will be given a circumstance to evolve from. And I know that might went over your head, but that's definitely the truth. So that has changed my life. I went from hating everyone could die, no fucks given, to having deep conversations with strangers, never talking to them again, but I know our interaction changed their life, changed my life. A stranger can change the entire direction of your life. Of course, if someone handed you $10 million, it would change your life, right? But people aren't going to, because you would blow it. You don't know anything about investing, stock bonds, the stock market and bonds. I don't know why I said it like that. I was actually thinking of ROIs and all of that. And if you do know how to navigate that, good job. Good job. You would know what to do with $10 million. You would know how to spend it, use it wisely, use it as a tool, not just blow money on bullshit. But life isn't about money. We are literally here to evolve. And a lot of people think that the best lessons in life is through pain. And I don't believe that. Like, I have the examples to back that shit up. Like, my whole childhood was just one fucking traumatic experience. And not just one, but like so many. And it did make me a good person. It made me a shitty person at first, right? But eventually there was, yes, I am who I am today because of that. But it's not just the pain, it's also the good times and the conversations that I've had with people and the questions that I ask. I do talk to God. I do talk to my angels and guides. I do ask questions so I can receive the answer. I do have that curiosity that leads me to more. Because if you're not asking questions, then life will throw you a circumstance. People are like, why the fuck did that happen? Guess why? Guess why? Because you needed it. Work with it. Yes. Not everyone will understand what you've been through. Majority of people won't. But that doesn't mean that you can't have meaningful conversations with them. You're not meant to be alone in your room or in your house. You can control your energy. You control your energy. It doesn't matter where I am. I control my energy. Like a waterfall. You are the dam. Your energy is the waterfall. You either block yourself off and feel fucking exhausted because you have limited energy, or you don't. Or you allow energy to constantly rejuvenate you. You're a vessel. And you can control that. You don't have to hibernate year round because you feel like you have energy at home.